WWE reportedly is planning on bringing back former WWE Universal Champion Brock Lesnar as well as former WWE Divas Champion AJ Lee. Kevin Owens reportedly is close to re-signing a brand new contract with World Wrestling Entertainment. Jordynne Grace, her contract with TNA Wrestling reportedly is set to expire in January of next year. Ethan Page gets another opportunity at the NXT Championship at the upcoming Halloween Havoc event. Obafemi will challenge for the NXT North American Championship in a bit of a peculiar match type. Former Ring of Honor COO Joe Koff sadly passes away. The Young Bucks opponents for Wrestle Dynasty early next year may have been revealed. Vikingo is set for TNA's Bound for Glory pay-per-view, and Stephanie Vaquer makes her in-ring debut in NXT and is saved by Julia. Hey guys, welcome back to Wrestling News 365. Hope everyone is doing very well. As always, plenty of news stories to get into in the world of professional wrestling. Let's begin with the imminent future of Brock Lesnar and a possible return to World Wrestling Entertainment for the former Universal Champion. Now, WWE could be planning on bringing Brock Lesnar back, according to a new report. While being asked if Brock Lesnar was coming back to WWE on a recent edition of Backstage Pass Q&A, Bill Apter said, quote, "I can't tell you definitively yes, but my inside people in WWE have told me they're talking. That's the most I know." WrestleVotes then followed that up by saying, quote, "I'll give you a short answer, yes." Now, Lesnar hasn't been seen on WWE television since losing to Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam back in 2023. Of course, he was due to return as an entrant in the 2024 Men's Royal Rumble match, but those plans were scrapped, as were the proposed matches with Dominic Mysterio and Gunther after Lesnar was implicated in former WWE employee Janelle Grant's lawsuit against Vince McMahon, John Laurinaitis, and WWE. Though he wasn't named in the lawsuit, the Wall Street Journal identified Brock as the WWE star and former UFC fighter referenced within. The suit alleges that Grant was used as a sexual pawn in McMahon's attempts to re-sign Lesnar back in 2021, and that McMahon allegedly directed Grant to produce personalized sexual content for the former WWE champion. 2 sexual encounters were arranged between Grant and Lesnar, according to the lawsuit, though neither ended up going ahead. After Paul Triple H Levesque expressed his openness having Brock come back, it was reported that it would only be possible if WWE lawyers okayed it. Of course, this comes off the back of 2 references to Lesnar that were made on this past week's edition of Monday Night Raw by both Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. Now, we could be also getting more returns to WWE, one being former WWE Divas Champion AJ Lee, of course, the wife of CM Punk. Now, WWE are, quote, totally on board for AJ Lee to return to the company should she ever wish to do so. That is according to WrestleVotes, who said on the same Backstage Pass Q&A, quote, "As far as I know, WWE is totally on board for it. They would welcome it. She picks up the phone and says, 'I'm in.' They're going to say, 'Yes, what took you so long?' I would say the only 2 people that probably know that answer are AJ Lee and CM Punk, and whatever that answer may be is up to them." Of course, AJ Lee, also known as AJ Mendez, hasn't been a part of WWE since her retirement at the Raw after WrestleMania 31 back in March of 2015. Mendez has worked in wrestling since then, serving as an executive producer and color commentator for WOW, that being Women of Wrestling, between October 2021 and August 2023. Mendez also works as a writer, and she is currently writing her own comic book series, Day of the Dead Girl. The first issue was released on October 9th. It was revealed earlier this year that AJ Lee's husband, CM Punk, was trying to convince her to return to pro wrestling, but as of right now, she's yet to make a return to the ring. Now, Kevin Owens, of course, he's now involved in this feud with Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton over on SmackDown, and he could be set to put pen to paper over a brand new contract. Kevin Owens looks like he will not be leaving WWE. According to WrestleVotes on Backstage Pass Q&A, Kevin Owens is very close to re-signing with World Wrestling Entertainment. Quote, "I did reach out, talk to a couple of people, didn't get a definite one way or the other, didn't get an absolutely the deal's been signed, but did get a really positive response that it's very close, if not completed, with a handshake, so I'd imagine that he's around for the long term," WrestleVotes said. Of course, Kevin Owens re-signed with WWE in late 2021, and his current deal was set to expire within the next few months. He has been a featured performer on SmackDown throughout 2024, and WWE has seemingly big plans for Owens as he turned heel on Cody Rhodes following the recent Bad Blood Premium Live event. Owens has been a part of WWE for a decade since signing in 2014. He is a former Universal, NXT, United States Intercontinental, and WWE Tag Team Champion. He also main evented Night 1 of WrestleMania 38, as well as as night one of WrestleMania 39. Now, as far as this ongoing storyline that he's got going on with Cody Rhodes right now, well, Owens has candidly commented on the situation with WWE after his recent attacks on Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. Owens posted a video to social media where he revealed that he believes WWE have tried to shut him up over the recent events with the company, not allowing him to tell his side of the story. Here's what he had to say in his social media post.
Ever since Bad Blood, there's been a lot of questions about why I did what I did to Cody. There's been a lot of judgments too, a lot of people judging me for what I did. And as much as I'd love to explain myself, give my side of the story, and speak my mind, WWE has not allowed me to do that. They have done the opposite, actually. They've tried to shut me up, it seems, because they wouldn't let me come to SmackDown. They told me to stay home last Friday, even though I belong there. And when I showed up anyway, they cut my mic and did everything they could for me not to be able to talk. And then over the weekend, I sent them a video that I hoped they would air on Raw last night, and they didn't. So nobody could hear what I have to say. But of course, they had plenty of time for Cody to talk, but not for me. And look, the last thing I want to do is do this on social media, because I hate it. So I'm giving them until Friday, this Friday on SmackDown, to air my video so that people could hear what I have to say. And if they don't, then I guess I'll post it here.
Now, Jordynne Grace. What is the latest going on with Jordynne Grace and her contractual status to TNA Wrestling? Well, Jordynne Grace's TNA contract, according to Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select, is set to expire in January, but she's not the only one. Fightful Select has learned that while Jordynne Grace's TNA contract was originally set to expire in the summer of 2025, she had it amended at some point to expire in January of 2025. That will be the case for her entire household, as Sean Ross Sapp has learned that Jonathan Gresham's TNA contract is also set to expire in January of 2025. Gresham is a former Ring of Honor World Champion who formerly worked in AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling. Fightful have been told that he's made good impressions within WWE in the past as well, but Fightful say they've not heard if there's interest on their side as of right now. Now let's talk a little bit about NXT. Ethan Page will have another shot at the NXT Championship after winning a three-way main event against Javon Evans and Wes Lee during NXT. Page effectively stole the victory from under Evans, rolling him up as he had Lee out for the count before calling out the NXT champion. Williams promptly appeared, spinning the wheel to determine their Halloween Havoc title bout will be contested as a Devil's Playground match. Page then blindsided Tricky two-time with a light from the stage setup to close the show. The three-way itself, specifically the closing stretch, was characterized by the high-flying offense of Evans and Lee juxtaposed with the sly calculating offense of Page. Evans notably took advantage towards the end of the match with a Spanish fly off the top rope to All Ego, landing a springboard roundhouse to Lee for a near fall. Re-entering the fray, Page sought to deliver Ego's edge to launch Evans into the direction of Lee, but Evans countered it with a Hurricane Runner and scaled the ropes to finish things. Page caught Evans as he ascended the ropes, setting him up once more for Ego's edge, but this time it was interrupted by Lee, leading into a super kick from Evans to send Page out of the ring. Evans then landed a tornillo to Lee and went for the pin, with Page emerging to roll him up and secure the victory via pinfall. Of course, Page lost the NXT Championship to Williams early this month in Chicago, Illinois, on the debut of NXT on the CW, having previously dethroned Williams without pinning him in a fatal four-way. Now, another title match has been confirmed for Halloween Havoc, and it's for the NXT North American Championship. The longest reigning North American champion on NXT, Obafemi, will get a shot to earn back his title from Tony D'Angelo at Halloween Havoc. After confronting D'Angelo, who toasted the former champion to open Tuesday's episode of NXT following his victory over Femi in St. Louis, Femi interrupted the D'Angelo family celebrations to challenge the new champion and spin the wheel at ringside to determine the match stipulation for the Premium Live event. It was determined that the third match will be a tables, ladders, and scares match, meaning it will likely be competed under TLC rules. If we get any more details on that, of course, we'll let you know. Now, some sad news yesterday coming out of Ring of Honor and AEW regarding Joe Koff. Former Ring of Honor Chief Operating Officer Joe Koff has sadly passed away. He passed away on Tuesday, October 15th. He was 73 years old. PW Insider reported that Koff had been privately battling cancer for some time and decided in August to discontinue treatment to enhance the quality of time he had remaining with his family. After working for the company already, Koff was instrumental in Sinclair Broadcast Group purchasing Ring of Honor in 2011 from Cary Silkin, and he was appointed as the promotion's COO later that year. Koff was ultimately the man who oversaw the boom period for ROH in the 2010s, which culminated with the G1 Supercard in April 2019 at Madison Square Garden. Ring of Honor was the second biggest pro wrestling promotion in the United States for much of the 2010s, but the promotion was greatly affected by the COVID-19 pandemic and was eventually sold to Tony Khan in 2022, only a few months after going on hiatus. Tributes have poured in from across pro wrestling since Koff's passing. PW Torch noted the former Ring of Honor COO was seen as a kind man, and he was well liked by those who worked for him. Thoughts and prayers go out to his family, friends, and loved ones. Now, the Young Bucks, of course, they have confirmed they will be returning to Japan next year to compete at the Wrestle Dynasty event, but who will their opponents be? All Elite Wrestling are looking to kick off 2025 in style as the company will make their first official trip to Japan for the Wrestle Dynasty event on January 5th in the Tokyo Dome. The event will feature wrestlers from AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Ring of Honor, CMLL, and Stardom, and the current AEW World Tag Team Champions, the Young Bucks, officially confirmed that they will be at the event after a teaser video was played during New Japan's King of Pro Wrestling events on October 14th. As far as who they will face, Dave Meltzer stated on Wrestling Observer Radio that the AEW EVPs will face a dream team in Tokyo. Quote, "It looked like it would be on January 5th. It would be the Young Bucks against Kenny Omega and Hiroshi Tanahashi, which would kind of be a dream team because Omega and Tanahashi have done promos together talking about their match at 2019 Wrestle Kingdom. They were talking about their match and everything like that, and then they were looking to team against the Young Bucks." The interview Meltzer is talking about happened 2 weeks before King of Pro Wrestling, where Omega made a rare trip to Japan to reveal he wanted revenge on the Young Bucks, and that if himself and Tanahashi were ever in the same ring again, it would be as partners rather than rivals. While the match has been talked about, the real question is whether Omega will be medically cleared to compete. Omega has been sidelined for almost a year due to being diagnosed with diverticulitis, but has since had surgery on his intestines to fix the issue. Omega has been spotted training with longtime friend Kota Ibushi, who believes Omega is around 2 to 3 months away from being ready to wrestle once more. If we get any more details if that match will happen, of course, Tanahashi announced that 2025 will be his final full-time year as a wrestler before he retires in early 2026. Of course, we'll let you know if we get any confirmation on that. Now, switching back to TNA Wrestling, a big star has been announced for the upcoming Bound for Glory pay-per-view. As the road to Bound for Glory continues, TNA Wrestling has confirmed an international addition to its October 26th pay-per-view lineup. In addition to the 5 matches that were already announced, TNA will also bring forth the return of El Hijo del Vikingo, whose last TNA performance took place on a January 2024 episode of TNA Impact. Prior to that, Vikingo challenged Chris Sabin for the X Division Championship in a 3-way bout that also featured Kushida at the 2024 Hard to Kill event. Though TNA has yet to officially announce in the capacity in which Vikingo will appear at Bound for Glory, a recent report from Body Slam indicated that he will challenge for the X Division Championship once more, this time against current title holder Speedball Mike Bailey. Bailey regained the X Division Championship last month when he defeated Zachary Wentz at TNA's Victory Road. Should Bailey defend his title against Vikingo, it will mark the first singles encounter since 2023's Joey Janela's Spring Break event for GCW. So it looks like Vikingo is on his way back to TNA. And finally, Stephanie Vaquer made her NXT in-ring debut last night, setting up a big tag team match in the future too. Last month, former New Japan Strong Women's Champion Julia made her WWE NXT debut against Chelsea Green. Last night, her old friend Stephanie Vaquer followed suit in a singles affair against No Quarter Catch Crew's Ren Sinclair on NXT. Sinclair brought forth a formidable offense in her battle against La Primera, with notable flashes of a double underhook suplex and a Fujiwara armbar as Sinclair charged towards towards Vaquer, though, she found herself on the receiving end of a dragon screw. Moments later, Sinclair was then hit with a Meteora and a package backbreaker, the latter of which ultimately sealed the victory for Vaquer. Fresh off Vaquer's victory, Cora Jade and NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez rushed down to attack her. Julia, however, instantly made the save with a drop kick that sent both Perez and Jade flying out of the ring. With Vaquer finally able to reach her feet then, she challenged Perez and Jade to a tag team match against her and Julia at NXT Halloween Havoc on October 27th. As of now, it's not yet been officially accepted, but it is expected that match will be happening at the event. But there you go, guys, the latest pro wrestling news for you. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right hand corner. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll speak to you again very, very soon.
Hey guys, thank you for watching, listening, streaming, or however you come across this video today. Be sure to click on the right there to watch our next video, or click the bottom there to subscribe, or the bottom right hand corner. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you again very soon.